Today at Bloom and Bliss, I'm sharing my experience using dried botanicals on cold processed soap. As you can see, this lovely loaf of soap I've made, it's a tallow soap using pink clay, and I'm going to use some dried rose botanicals or rose petals from my purple pavement rose bush. I dry most all of my own botanicals, and I was so excited to use these and to try them on a bar of soap like I've seen other soap makers do. And with every loaf of soap, when I'm finished, I do spray it with rubbing alcohol to help prevent soda ash. And here it is the next day, and I was so pleased with the way it turned out. The beautiful pink clay with the purple rose petals on top. I do use a crinkle cutter when I cut my tallow soap to differentiate between my tallow soap and my non-tallow soap, in which I use just a straight string soap cutter. And here they go to cure for 4 to 6 weeks. And unfortunately, after the 4-week cure time, this is what happened to the botanicals. They turned a very unsightly brown color. Likewise, this is my Stone Lake Sunrise cold processed soap, in which I use my dried marigold petals. And I noticed that when I spray the alcohol, the petals tend to kind of fly around, which didn't make me real happy. Here I just tried to get them more on the top. That was the design look I was going for. I was very happy with the way it turned out. The next day, the marigold petals are still very vibrant. Here's kind of a pro tip when you are cutting your soap with anything on top, botanicals, sometimes maybe some salt or some little pebbles or maybe poppy seeds. If you lay your loaf on the side, it prevents anything on top from dragging down the whole bar of soap. And you can see here the petals kind of are falling off. So actually at the end of this cure time, 4 weeks, the marigold petals were so brown that I actually ended up cutting the tops off. So here are just some other examples. Let me know if you've used dried botanicals and how they look. Maybe it's because I'm using my very own that I've dried myself, and some others that you purchase from other places this won't happen to, but I know that I will not be putting dried botanicals on my cold processed soap in the future. See you next time.